they hear Sandstorm, and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll let one go down the right side. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Using the quick game. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Running it to the right. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. The Wildcats want to move quickly. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe. Going for it all. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The give to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's looking on the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Kansas State quick to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's complete to the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off that.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Everett. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Kansas State 7, South Carolina 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll fire to his right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blumman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kansas State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. On the option. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Got enough for the 1st. Got a lot of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get 1st downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and bam, he did it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking the shot. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it on the outside, it's Smith. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll put the tight end in motion. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Quarterback will audible. He'll throw on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Kansas State, 14. South Carolina.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Carolina Gamecocks will take over first and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. At the Gamecocks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Kansas State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And the ball squirted out. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Open runway ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. He fires it out to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting.
He's going up top. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Kansas State 21, South Carolina 14.
The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
At the 29, defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Kansas State pushing the pace.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's reverse. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Good timing and execution on the jet sweep. They're able to use his speed on the perimeter to help generate that first down.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Open space at the 25. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Got enough space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring it down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 28, South Carolina 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long.
Let's go! Gaucho! Gaucho!
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Smashes ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they'll knock him down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Wide out in motion. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kansas State. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, defense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he makes the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Throws for the tight end. It's gone downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw it again. Gets open down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple of possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They'll throw on third and short. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Rifles it down the middle. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Now from inside the red zone. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive with this. Now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us from here for